Today on Talk of the Town, we're talking politics with Dr. Anne Webster, Nationals candidate for Mallee. Anne, welcome to Mildura Weekly. And you're now on the hustings. The campaign's well and truly underway.
Yep.
What brought you into politics to make that commitment, and what is your pitch to the voters of the electorate?
Well, John, I've been committed to community work, as most would know, in Mallee for some time, particularly in Mildura, and that led me to a course of not being just distressed about a particular marginalised group of people, but also challenged about what was I going to do about that. And so I went back to be informed, went to university, obviously, did studies, completed 2 degrees and now my PhD, which has informed how we need to approach particular groups of vulnerable people. And that work being done, Zoe Support, I've worked with for 7 years now and developed from nothing. And it's shown me that when local people, when grassroots people really take the bull by the horns, so to speak, when they understand they have the power to make change, that it is possible. And the lives that have been changed through Zoe Support are significant. It really is a circuit breaker for welfare and poverty, generational welfare and poverty. And so I believe that that same approach, that commitment to action, that commitment to understand, and that commitment to work collaboratively with others equally is needed in the political space today. I think that our constituents are really have been very frustrated and understandably disillusioned with politics over the last few years. Party politics, personal egos have got in the way of what a member should be there for, and that is the people of, in this case, Mallee. So for me, it is stepping up to that role and seeking to understand the needs of Mallee and to put my back into and my mind into and to collaboratively work with others who have expertise to make change, to make things better.
And what are the key issues that people are telling you about?
Look, I think smaller towns that are shrinking because of larger expanses of agriculture now, things like how do we keep community? How do we keep community going? Well, clearly sporting community groups are essential in that today, and so hence there's been a lot of rollout of funding for infrastructure for sporting communities. I think that's fantastic. Encouraging and supporting infrastructure for the Building Better Regions Fund so that small businesses can grow. Seeing councils collaborating together, as we saw recently with 6 councils who have got a tremendous amount of funding, millions of dollars, to improve all of their shires together. That kind of collaborative work will see whole communities thrive and those smaller communities grow, and that's what we want to see. Healthcare is a big issue. Not having enough GPs, whether it's Mildura or Horsham or St Arnaud or Wedderburn or Donald or wherever it might be, the lack of GPs is a critical issue, and that needs to be managed while the Murray-Darling Medical School has been implemented and $550 million nationwide to implement rural training for doctors. That is still going to take a period of time before those doctors finish their training in their localised setting. It's an incredible initiative and fantastic. Rural generalist funding to ensure that doctors are trained more holistically for smaller regional settings, that is really imperative as well. But we need other plans. We need creative, think outside the box plans. And so I've been working with community healthcare agencies to see where their gaps are and how they might be filled. I think nurse practitioners can take a much larger role in our regional settings. So incentivising training for nurses who are already living local to train in their masters for nurse practitioners so they stay local, we know that's what's going to happen. So that's just one idea with regard to improving healthcare. There are many other needs, aged care, infrastructure, roads. Look, the Nationals government has expended and will continue to expend millions of dollars to improve Mallee and Wimmera roads, and they need it because I'm travelling on them and I know how bad they are. So that's really exciting, and I look forward to that continuing to grow the expenditure on regional roads.
Anne, thank you very much for being with us today, and good luck on the hustings.
Thank you.
And you can see more at milduraweekly.com, Talk of the Town.